Assalamualaikum and hi to Dr. Haslinda and to all my friends. Let me start by introduce my group members. Our group consists of 3 people. First is me, Siti Aisyah binti Muhammad. Second is Nur Nabila Amirah binti Zalani. And third is Azrani binti Samsudin. We will present subtopic of Chapter 4, which is 4.4 Research Intensive Industries. This presentation will be focusing on how research-intensive industries relate with Internet of Things used in library industries. First, I start my presentation by explaining what is research-intensive industry. Research-intensive industry is an industry where it has high expenditure on R&D towards activity aimed at expanding sector, product knowledge and technology. Research and development (R&D) are activities that center around the innovation of new products or services in a company. Among the primary purpose of R&D activities is for a company to remain competitive as it produces products that advance and elevate its current product line. Given the rapid rate of technological advancement, R&D is important for companies to stay competitive. Specifically, R&D allows companies to create products that are difficult for their competitors to replicate. The example of research-intensive industry is pharmaceutical industry, apparel design industry, and food processing industry. Later, we will discuss the connection of these 3 industries in the use of Internet of Things in library industries. Now I'm going to explain the role of Internet of Things (IoT) in library industries. First role of IoT in library industries is to expand and improve their range and quality of services. When we look at the traditional services provided in library, it requires a lot of manpower to carry out the services successfully. But as library use IoT in their services, network of physical objects or things embedded with electronic, software, sensor and network connectivity, enabling objects to collect and exchange data. Objects can be sensed and controlled remotely across existing network infrastructure, creating opportunities for more direct integration between the physical world and computer-based systems, and resulting in improved efficiency and accuracy. Second is speed the access to the information and books. As OIT involves Internet, library can create mobile app that may provide a virtual library card to its member, which will enable members to gain access to library and use its resources. This will speed up the process for the members to locate their books that they want to borrow. And lastly is the capability to physically track and locate the books. IoT through the mobile apps will allow its user to keep and track the availability of the book on the respective shelf, or check the other resources availability despite the location whenever they are. Now we will proceed to similar Internet of Things in library industry used in research-intensive industries. Here we will be focusing on only 3 research-intensive industries, which have been mentioned earlier, which is pharmaceutical industry, apparel design industry, and food processing industry. First, I'm going to explain a similar IoT in library industry used in pharmaceutical industry. First is real-time information. IoT enables businesses to collect massive amounts of data in real time. This can be accomplished through the use of special beacons that retrieve data directly from a variety of sources, particularly equipment. Similar to what they have been used in library industry, where IoT through the mobile apps will provide a real-time data and allow users to keep and track the availability of the book. Second is use of special mobile apps. This mobile app designed to motivate or encourage patient adherence. For example, birth control apps, which help women keep track of their menstrual cycles and take their contraceptive pills regularly. This is also similar to what I have been explained earlier, where mobile app used by library enable users in having access to the book and keeping track if their favorite book available or not to borrow. And lastly is smart supply chains. The availability to track finished product throughout the supply chains give a greater control over pharmaceutical or device inventory. Computers that correlate the data can determine how much more production is needed and identify batches that have been past their expiration date. If a batch is recalled, Tracking devices make it easier to locate and remove it from the supply chain. This is also similar to IoT use in library industry in terms of inventory control. As OIT has a connection with the internet, it provides all the real-time data on mobile of the librarian, and hence, better inventory control is possible, and ultimately the library personnel required to do less work for stock verification. Now I'm going to let Azrani to explain similar Internet of Things in library used in apparel design industries.
The apparel industry is going through so much change. Consumer channel and supply chains shift and increased economic volatility are the drivers. With the power balance subtle shifting from the seller to the buyers, consumers are detecting what they want. Manufacturers must provide them with products that meet their needs. While this shift in balance brings its own set of challenges, it also offers tremendous opportunity for forward-thinking manufacturers. These folks innovate and adopt technologies like Internet of Things to drive higher value. While Internet of Things is improving business processes across many industries, apparel manufacturing represents a massive opportunity for process improvement through connected devices. Internet of Things cannot only help in reducing costs and increasing profit margin, but also help in business growth, in opening up new revenue channels, and in changing the consumer buying experience along the way. Here's how Internet of Things is impacting well completely transforming apparel manufacturing. Firstly, asset monitoring. Considering the various types of equipment and machinery that goes into manufacturing apparel, Internet of Things can also find great use in monitoring these assets. Internet of Things can help manufacturers carry out production asset monitoring as well as monitoring of parameters such as quality, performance, anomalies, bottleneck, and more. With all moving parts connected by technologies like RFID, Wi-Fi, and Bluetooth, manufacturers can get visibility into assets, monitor function in operation, and take proactive measures to ensure optimum performance. Next is supply chain management. As intense competition grips the apparel industry, shortening lead time is key to ensuring quick delivery of products. Internet of Things allows manufacturers to integrate and carry out the entire process in-house to increase speed and supply chain efficiency. By carrying out tasks like material sourcing, creative and technical design, samples, production, and shipping physically or virtually under the same roof, Internet of Things allows manufacturers to run all the processes seamlessly. The real-time flow of information across departments ensure that everyone has access to the same data, creating greater consistency. The last one is real-time feedback. The ecosystem of connected devices on the manufacturing shop floor can enable apparel organizations to receive real-time feedback and alert for defected or damaged goods. Such timely feedback can help save money and eliminate waste. Error caught early can be fixed faster and with less impact on the rest of the delivery. Real-time monitoring and data collection from the production process can facilitate quickly, more proactive, and clear communication. With such insight, Internet of Things enables everyone in the manufacturing unit to be always updated. They learn about changes in real time. This helps in the replenishment of stock and optimizing business planning.
For food processing industry, we have logistics. With the help of RFID, radio frequency identification, transmitter and GPS system, the distribution chain can be effectually monitored all along the whole storage and shipping costs at the sale point or stores. This also enables companies to be acquainted with the preferences of customers, better reply to market requirements, and decrease surpluses. The ever radio frequency identification tracking provides supreme visibility into the food supply chain, help automate delivery and shipping processes, and effectively monitors and control temperature. It also enables shippers to track a location of the product with GPS. By collecting the meaningful data, shippers can estimate performance in a number of regions, including understanding customer behavior to diminishing deadhead miles in truck fleets. The second one is wastage reduction. As per the report of Food and Agriculture Organization of United Nations, nearly one-third of human food production is wasted globally each year. This not only results in money loss, but also tend to damage our surroundings by growing carbon gas in the atmosphere. IoT technology makes it possible to effortlessly monitor the state of all food products and send the real-time information to the assigned individual, which decreases food wastage. The lastly is production and storage. Sensors can significantly help to perk out quality control, product tracking, workers' activities, taking advantage of real-time analysis for production. Sensors persistently inspect the colors and spec throughout flour production, which help to immediately rectify any inaccuracy. Moreover, sensor gauge the moisture content along with protein or cash content and allow real-time optimization of the production's procedure. Thank you.
And that's all for our presentation, and thank you for listening.